Okay, I've got 10 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. This is a regular Commissioners Court meeting, County of Starr, Monday, July 8th. Hope all of you had a great 4th of July. Thank you all for being here. Let the record show that we do have quorum, Commissioner Peña and Commissioner Sines being absent. If everyone will please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Mira,
Good morning.
tarde pero sin sueño.
Good morning. ¿Cómo se llama? Let the record show Commissioner Sines is present. First item is the minutes. You don't have
Hay dos somos que approve the minutes, Commissioner.
moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is claims, Mr. Pettis.
Claims have been reviewed. I believe you've got a copy in front of you.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Before we go into our reports, is there anyone that needs to come before the court at this point? If not, I'll ask those that are going to give reports to be as brief as you all can. Commissioners have other things that they need to leave, so hopefully we can be out by 11. Gas Department. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Commissioners, I'll be brief. The report is on your package, in your package. Any questions?
I like the black number. That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next is the transfer station.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioner. My report is in your package also. We're still working with the new machine. We just got the training manuals and operation manuals for the new tire cutter, the sidewalk cutter. I want to thank Commissioner Garza stopping by and looking at it, taking it good. We're going to be training our personnel this week, and hopefully by next meeting we should have those new tipping seats for semi-truck. We're getting all that information.
You know, I saw that machine, you know, it's unique. I mean, and you can cut them tires. The stretch, I would say you can do at least 50 or 60 tires in an hour, you know, which is great, you know. I mean, I think it's going to be amazing, you know. If we got the, you know, personnel to put it, just set the tires on, it'll do a job by itself. How much does that thing cost?
The thing was around 35,000, 37 with freight.
That's the one that takes out the sidewalls.
The sidewalks.
It's fast. You know, might we want to invest in one of those. Maybe we can find a donor that wants to donate one for the precinct, you know.
Mr. Gonzalez,
You know, so, you know,
a donor?
it's nice over, I'm still working on trying to get big one to cut the tires in force, you know, but now that I've learned that the sidewall can go in straight, just take them off and you can throw them like that, it's even better.
You mean you cut the white wall and you don't have to cut the tire?
No, sir.
No, you have to cut the tire, or you have to cut the tire?
It's not necessary. We're doing it still just so we can still be in the good side with the landfill. But that's okay. You don't have to cut it once
You don't have to cut it?
Off. No, sir.
Okay, it's even better.
Would it be the 1020s and the 20s and 22 tires? What size?
Las llantas, los troques, 22s, 24s.
They can do regular tires, but because we have the other cutters, we can do these regular tires, and we leave in these just for semi.
It does it fast. I mean, it's fast, and it's worth the money. It lessens. It's worth the money.
That's the one that we got through the COG, right?
That is another addition from the
Yeah.
COG.
Yeah,
we'll get reimbursed that money.
yeah, that was a grant, so it didn't cost our taxpayers.
I know that, yes, pero es something, but
Yeah.
it's a good piece of
That's
equipment.
good to hear.
And that's it, if you have any other questions.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
I'm gonna send you some so you can practice with it next this week.
Tax assessor, Ms. Salinas.
Good morning, Judge. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Commissioners. You have my report in front of you. This is my report for this month. The total countywide collections for June 2019 were $660,651.50. And in June 2018, there were $573,640.84. I'm sorry, and 77 cents. There was a total collection of 42,966 more than last year. Year-to-date, we have collected 415,604.73 less than last year. Our total collections, current collections for Starr County entities were 161,771 with 1 cent. Current collections in June of 2018 were 168,357.56 cents. There was a total collection, current collection of 6,586 with 55 cents less than last year. Year to date, we have collected 880 with 48 cents more than last year. Our total delinquent collections for June 2019 were just for Starr County were 230,276 with 72 cents. Total delinquent collections in June 2018 were 196,643 with 61 cents. There was a total delinquent collections of 33,583 with 11 cents more than last year. Year to date, we have collected 331,176 and 44 cents less than last year. As of June 31st, the tax office has collected 97% of the projected collections. Projected collections remaining are 402,401 and 20 cents. You wanted a brief report, and there it is. You have any questions?
Ma'am, the only question I got, I had people ask me to be placed on the agenda for this month, for this meeting,
Yes.
but I totally forgot. It's these people, those dealerships.
Okay.
Apparently, you had set up just certain days, half a days, two half a days and one full day to register vehicles. And I said, well, that they have a problem with that. I said, they went to come before the Commissioner's Court. I said, well, you're welcome. And I said, and we welcome anybody to come here and voice their concern about, because they say they got a concern that people come and buy a vehicle and they register to take off to go out of state or whatever, and they cannot register because only on Mondays from 8 to 12, and Wednesdays all day, and then on Thursday only half a day. Is that correct, or what's going on?
No, sir. We are trying to improve our service to the people and, of course, the dealers. And we decided on the first week of the month and the last week of the month will be for the walk-ins. The 2 weeks in between the month will be for specifically, well, not specifically, because we have walk-ins the whole month. So that we can give them better service, because some of the people are being standing in line for 10, 20, or more than that, because a dealer comes in any time of the month and he said he's bringing in 15 or 10 or 15 registrations, and it's taking a lot of time and it's not fair for the walk-ins to be standing. Now, I'm trying to make changes so that we can give better service, and of course, don't be standing, don't have so many people standing in line for more than half an hour.
But are we hurting business, especially the
We are not hurting in business because Hidalgo's, no, they're not, because they are getting their plates.
30 days out of the month.
No, they're not, because they are getting their registrations on time. It's just that one dealer that was making complaints because the registrations were not done on time. But it's because their offices are not sending the paperwork correctly on time. And it happened to me. I bought a new car, and the dealer is sending the wrong amount of money, so it has to be sent back. And all these delays, my expiration date was July the 5th, and I got my plates by July the 5th, but it has to go back and forth for the paperwork and correct amounts and what have you, so they can have them ready by that day. Now, we are trying. I'm trying my best to give better service to the community, to our county, but also,
Do you register vehicle on all 3 sites?
yes, we do. We have a county that is growing by the minute, and we have lines. Friday, we were saturated by people in lines that were waiting. And I go outside, ask them if they have any questions to speed up the process, to see if they have any questions, and I can resolve them outside before they're standing in line. They can do so now. The dealers come in, they're standing in line, and they come in, and they have about 10 registrations. Registrations take time. It's not like renewals. Renewals, you go in, you get to renewals, and it's faster. But the registrations take more time. So a dealer is there standing with 10 or 15 registrations at the time while the other people are waiting in lines. So I'm thinking, I don't want to ask the dealer, register a vehicle, then go back in line, get in line like the other people, and then go register another one, because they would still have something to say. But I am trying to make the changes, and believe me, the changes that I've been making is for the best of the people, not for the best of me. It's for the best of the people. I want to give each and every citizen of the Starr County the benefit of the doubt, because we all have rights. We all have jobs. We have sometimes the office is open during lunch, because a lot of the people work and they use that time to come and register or renew. But the dealers, I told them, I sent them a letter saying that only those 2 weeks out of the month will be faster for them. We can do it, but it's not going to be as fast as usual.
Let me ask you, ma'am. Let's say a dealer, you said has 10 paperwork to register. How about he brings all those people and line them up together? Is that the same?
What do you mean?
Well, a dealer has.
When you come in.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
A dealer has 10 registrations to register.
Right.
Right? Okay, let's say he shows up and brings all those 10 people and line them up there. Is that the same thing?
That would be the same thing,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
because it would be
doesn't make
one
sense.
by one, but the dealer itself is bringing in the whole package.
Well, that's
And
what
he's
I'm saying.
there,
That's
and
what I'm saying, man.
and he
But
wants,
But what I'm saying, it goes to the same thing, going back to the same thing, that if he gets all these people and says, you gotta go register, you're gonna have those people in line anyway.
yes.
What about?
Yes, but the people are not seeing that. They're just seeing this person that is getting the service, while these other persons are waiting on lines.
But they're giving service to other people to them,
What is it?
that are taxpayers, just like the one you're trying to protect.
Yes.
Those people bought a vehicle.
On your part, what do you see the problem is? You need more people? You need more competent people? Or what is the problem?
We have a growing county, and I'm not saying.
Find a solution for these dealers. We have to be pro-business. We have to encourage them to sell more vehicles.
Okay, as of tomorrow,
Employees.
God willing, we are getting RTS from the state. We are getting one in Roma, one in San Isidro, and we're getting one in the main office. So that would give us more time or better service to our
And
dealers.
what is that you're gonna get?
Another computer.
And
Another computer that is going to deal with.
Registration. You're
Registration.
gonna have to have one in San Isidro?
Yeah, well, we're gonna open that with everybody's help. We're gonna open a site in San Isidro later on. for the same reason, because we are having high
How
volumes of
about
registrations.
You don't have
and-
one computer up in La Victoria? You're not gonna bring one in La Victoria?
No, because there's no room. There's no more room. I went to check, and we don't have that much room. Now, if I put more RTS on the offices, I would need more personnel to attend to that, and I don't have the budget to
But you
do
have
that.
two up there already.
I have one
Yeah.
for the motor vehicle, and I have one for the tax office. So that makes two.
Right, but ma'am, let me tell you, I know I've been there.
Okay.
Not all the time they're busy, both of them at the same time.
Oh,
They-
no. I agree with you.
But then, quite sure they have another computers, well, they're, the ones not, they don't go pay taxes every day. That same person may registering vehicles or renewing license.
Okay.
The,
Because they're- I mean,
As
they're
of
not
right now,
specifically
as
to-
of right now, sir, I am trying to do this project in Roma because I have a space in Roma, and that was under late Commissioner Peña's request, which he was the one who made the request because he already had the space, and in his honor, it was done, and it's gonna be done as of tomorrow. Now, there's a space over there. There's a space, I don't have a space in my office. I'm making one in the main office. And then I have another space over there where Commissioner Science is providing for that office. Now, I've been to the Victoria office also, and I don't see how it can be done. I went and checked because my purpose was to place another RTS over
What
there.
is it
but-
that you need there? There's two persons there sitting together. I mean.
There's no
pretty
room
sure
for the
that there's
computer. There's another, it has to have another computer, another printer, another modem. Everything has to be,
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a space there to put.
Okay,
those.
if you can provide me with that, I'll be
Well, it's
happy to
already-
do so.
It's already there, ma'am.
Okay, let's use this week. I'll go by there. We'll check it out, and if you allow me to do that, by all means.
Well, I mean, I don't have to.
Starr County, let me just tell
Man,
you,
I don't have to allow you, but-
the state grant Starr County 5 RTS, so I still have 2 more.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, I
So if
guarantee you-
if I can do the installation in your office, better.
Well, that's what, I can't, I don't see how you cannot fit a computer and a printer there. There's more than enough space.
Okay, we'll go by there and we'll check it out, and then I'll bring
You
the,
have a good point. I mean, the county's growing, definitely, the county's
Yes.
growing. But at the same time, we have to grow in technology or better train people, cross-training people. If they're not doing the job, fire them, get somebody that can handle it. I don't know what you can do.
I am very blessed with my staff.
That's what
Let me
we
tell
always
you,
say, sometimes-
I am very blessed with my staff because they're very hardworking staff.
what I have noticed, just observation, is that the public out there also needs to come throughout the month. Everybody, and I'm guilty of it too, we all wait till the end of the month
Right.
to go and register, and the lines get enormous there at the annex. So if we would also, and I say we, the citizens, would go
Educate the
throughout the
people
month.
that they have to come in
They
before.
prepared, just-
Yeah.
They don't have the proper documentation, like you said, or they don't have the proper money.
Yeah.
There's various observations that we need to make. Now, like Friday, let's example Friday. Friday, we had long lines. And because of the 4th of July, there was a bridge there, and some staff was absent.
Hopefully
So-
with this new machines that we're getting, and if we can get another one in La Victoria, that will ease off some of the pressure, and hopefully the service can be a little quicker.
And of course, I want to thank you, and I want to take the time to thank each and every commissioner that's helped with employees, because that's been a lot of help for the community. And working together, it gives me strength to go forward and to serve better the people that are Starr County. So I commend you for everything you do for my
But I'm
department.
just here bringing you the concern that the people have. because
Yes, I
all
know,
the
and I've been,
complaints go to us up there.
I've been approached with that concern too.
And I said,
I'm
said,
trying
we can't
to
tell her what
see,
to do, but I think you can voice your concern. I said, because we can, she's an office holder and she can do whatever she wants to. She wants to put in one or two, that's her problem, but, you know, we
Well,
can't tell her
I'm
what to do.
I'm not, let me clarify that. I'm not doing this because I want to. I'm doing all this to make changes to better the system and to better serve the people, okay? I'm just trying to, you know, touch
Apparently
some
it's not
points.
working very well. You need
Well, it is, because he's getting his registrations, it is. But some people are, you know, they wait for the last minute, and it happens.
I think
It
we're
happens.
beating on a dead horse now, you know, we're going over the same thing.
Yeah, we gotta get more,
But let's see what we can do with all this equipment that's coming in. I really think that's gonna help out a lot.
Yes,
And so-
definitely. And
so
with you
let-
all's help, of course, everything is possible,
Okay. Any other question?
okay?
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
County Clerk, Mr. Gonzalez.
Morning, Judge Commissioners. I'll be real brief. Just the total due, it's in front of you for our report for the month of June. Total due to the treasurer is $28,416.65. We did see a little slow month. It's going to hopefully pick up in July and August. And just a quick reminder for you guys, there are CDs in front of you, and that's all the minutes. In case you have questions on the minutes, you can put those CDs in there. And if you need a copy, a paper copy, I can go ahead and give one to each and every one. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. Sheriff's Department, Chief.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning.
Total projected revenues for June 2019, we collected from the city of Rio Grande $390, from the Roma Police Department $660, from AUSA Jail Solution $1,500, the Marshal Services the Transportation System Services $8,990, the Marshal Services for the inmates $129,000 with 129. Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, 136 with 728. Total revenues projected for June, $277,397. This is an increase from 2018 to 2019 of $17,235. The count for July the 2nd was at 85 for federal, 80 for Hidalgo, and Starr County was at 84. As of this morning, the federals went to 91, and Hidalgo is at 81. The total year-to-date collected, we're at $2,266,000 with $590. Total increase from last year to this year is $178,945. Quick update, I spoke to Steve Herrera from Hidalgo County. He's one of the administrators between the Sheriff Fuentes and Sheriff Guerra. They've come to an agreement. They're going to present it to their Commissioner's Court. This next Commissioner's Court for the Hidalgo County per diem, we're currently at $54. They have agreed to go up to $60 for next Commissioner's Court. So this is a total average of more or less, based on where we house currently right now, it's an increase of $15,000 more a month. That should go into effect within the next few weeks.
You know, I guess this is the bright light in the whole reports, and it's the money that you all are generating. You know, certainly, we thank you for the efforts that you all are making. I had budgeted about 2.58.
Correct.
The revenues, I think you're gonna hit closer to 3 million. So that's gonna give us an excess of maybe 400,000. Of course, before it's divided by 4.
But I hope that, I hope that you just don't spend it, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's what I was gonna get at. Some of it is because now we have more prisoners, there's
Correct.
more food, there's more
There's more expenditures at the jail,
expense, so
that is correct.
it's not all profit.
Well, they're almost the same. If you compare numbers to numbers, the federals are paying us for transportation. It's $20 an hour for the guards going and coming to the federal building. That's overtime for them. And they're paying the fuel at 58 cents a mile. Going and coming is roughly about 100 miles a day. So they're at 55 plus fuel, plus the hourly wage for the guards. Hidalgo County has offered to pay $60 flat rate on their inmates, and we're housing more or less about the same. We vary from 90 to 80 on both sides. Luckily, the courts have been helping out a lot. Judge Rodriguez and the Diaz office, the county attorney, and keeping the count steady at the jail, so we're able to keep steady numbers.
And again, it seems like every month I say the same thing, but this is the highest we've ever got,
Yes, Your Honor.
277.
277.
Well, thank you, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions?
Good job.
Thank you. International Bridge,
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. This is a report for June 2019. The total revenue is $176,904 with 50 cents. And we show a decrease of $27,594 for the month of June 2019 compared to the month of June 2018. We also show a decrease of $14,671 for collections for June 2019 compared to the month of May 2019. We have other collections of $63.16, and the grand total is $176,967 with 66 cents. Do you have any questions? No.
thank you, Chief.
Do you need a report?
Treasurer's report, Mr. Gonzalez.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. You have my report for the month of June in front of you, and for the sake of being brief, I'm going to go straight to the grand total. The ending balance for all funds is at $5,443,110 with 36 cents. At this time last year, the balance was at $4,096,052 with 25 cents, for a difference of $1,347,058 with 11 cents. Are there any questions?
Pretty good. Divide by 4. Yeah, we'll take care of that. No problem. Leave it at that.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez.
No le busques.
Mr. Perez, before we start with your report, on the bridge, I had a question. The portion that we're paying to the city of Roma, we've been paying as was on the budget, or have we decreased that?
I believe that's in that desk.
It's in your report?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I should wait until after your report.
I don't necessarily mention that, but it's in that
Okay.
summary.
Okay, next is the auditor's report, Mr. Perez.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. The County Auditor's Summary Report for the month of June 2019. I believe you've got a copy of the report in front of you. On page 1, Part 1 reflects the reconciled balances of the general fund at $3,034,078.30, the Road and Bridge Fund at $342,966.62, and the Payroll Clearing Fund at $1,487,277.68. Part 2 reflects the expenditure report for the general fund as of June 30th, 2019, as a percent of the year elapsed. As of June 30th, 2019, 273 days have elapsed, or 74.8%. In summary, the general fund amount expended year-to-date is $14,038,442, or 75.99%, slightly above the 74.8%. A breakdown of the several departments are reflected at the bottom of page 1 and continue through page 2. On page 3, Part 3 reflects the expenditure report for the Road and Bridge Fund as of June 30th, 2019. In summary, the Road and Bridge Fund amount expended year-to-date is $3,971,768, or 64.76%, falling below the 74.8% for the year elapsed. Below that, you can see a breakdown of the numbers for some of the departments. The remainder of page 3 and continue through page 4, we have a year-to-date summary of the revenue reports for the general fund and the Road and Bridge Fund. Year-to-date revenues collected are $15,396,530, or 83.3%, and $5,218,868, or 85.09% respectively. Page 5 reflects a summary of revenues and expenses for the enterprise funds as of June 30th, 2019. The International Bridge reflects revenues of $1,820,252, with expenditures of $1,509,464, an excess of $310,788. The gas operating system reflects year-to-date revenues of $822,411, with expenditures of $706,084, an excess of $116,327. And the solid waste transfer station reflects year-to-date revenues of $1,049,492, with expenditures of $1,179,119, a deficit of $129,627. And page 6 reflects a summary of the debt owed as of June 30th, 2019. The total current balance is $2,182,868. And you'll see on that debt where we show the monthly payments of $62,500.
Right. Yeah, and the reason I asked, Mr. Perez, is that, and hopefully we can continue paying that to lower that debt to the city. But if the revenues are not coming in from the bridge, then we'll pay off that debt a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So that's good. Okay.
Any other questions?
It looks like the road and bridge, we're so almost there, 250,000 to get 100% with budget.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, of course, in the road and bridge, that's 250 for budget, but we also have that rainy day fund, which hopefully it's going to be part of your fund balance in road.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, so we're going to be okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Perez. Okay, and I don't have any report. Okay, we have a public audience by Mr. Santos Barrera and Mr. Miguel Moreno on drainage issues.
Sí, buenos días, juez. Buenos días, comisionados.
Buenos días.
Gracias por la oportunidad de estar aquí en esta mañana. Mi nombre es Santos Barrera, representamos a Action Now Starr, a la comunidad de Roma específicamente. Públicamente les queremos dar las gracias, juez, a los comisionados, al señor Canales, por todo el apoyo que nos han dado para las cuestiones del problema que tenemos de inundaciones. Les queremos dar las gracias. Tuvimos una reunión muy importante hace unos días con el señor Canales, donde nos dio muy buenas noticias acerca del trámite o el proceso de lo que es el mini canal de Arroyo Los Morenos. Y tenemos pensado o queríamos pedirles y en los próximos días podernos reunir con usted, pues, con los comisionados Jaime Álvarez, tal vez con Mr. Víctor Canales, Mr. Peña, para darle continuidad a lo que viene posteriormente. Tuvimos noticias de que ya algunos terrenos ya están siendo adquiridos y queremos poder reunirnos en los próximos días con ustedes para juntos a ver qué es lo que va a seguir en el proyecto. Muchas gracias, juez, comisionados. Víctor Canales, thank you. Dejo a Miguel.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. How you all doing? Real quick, I know that we are focusing right now on what we had funded already, which was through the grant. But something I wanted to talk to you all about is the Interceptor project. That is, it looks like the overall solution for the problem, at least for the major waters that are coming down from those two arroyos that really affect our area. Right now, I've spoken to several community members out there in the Escobares area. They're highly concerned about the effects as this project goes forward, as the water rushes down or goes down the arroyo, how it can affect a subdivision or subdivisions further down. They expressed that they would like us to talk on behalf of that area and see if the county can do anything towards just getting ready for that, possibly further downstream, south of 83 is where the major concern is at, is what I was told. We know firsthand what it feels like to flood. Our intent was never to flood anybody else, and I'm sure the county's intent is never to do that, fix an area and then leave another area affected. So we would like to see that, hopefully the commissioners get together and the judge possibly work with TxDOT on something as to try to fund and get some funding going to try to alleviate further downstream on this flooding issue. Another thing I wanted to talk to you all about and invite, I know the judge, we're trying to coordinate with your office and maybe with Commissioner Alves or Peña. There is a grant from the Army Corps of Engineers available for this type of specific project. Ms. Lisa Maris from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is available on the 29th, 31st of July or August 2nd to speak to you all, give you all the details on the grant, what's available, and how to go forward with it. She's shown a lot of interest. We've contacted her. She showed a lot of interest to help us out. She, I think, is one of the grant managers for the Army Corps of Engineers. That is something that we wanted to bring out, and let you all know. Hopefully, we can coordinate something to where either, July 29th, 31st, or the 2nd, you would be able to meet with her, and maybe one of the commissioners or that is directly affected. Again, we really do mean it. We want to thank you all for the work that's already been done. Hopefully, we can continue moving forward. And that's all we have at this point in time. Thank you all, Commissioners, Judge.
Let me just answer on the grant.
Yes, sir.
On the Corps of Engineers. I would be hesitant to meet with her, and I will tell you why. The Commissioners Court contracted with a grants person to look for grants, and that's one of the ones they're looking at. They've already made contact with them, maybe not her specifically, but the higher brass. So I don't want to undermine any work that they've been doing. We certainly appreciate the info, but it's something that we're working on already. And we don't, the worst thing that can happen is to have 2 or 3 different entities working towards the same goal and, I guess, tripping each other as we get to the goal. So, we need to let the professionals do their work. They're getting paid for it. So that's the reason I would be hesitant to meet with her.
I understand that, Judge. Would you have a timeline that you would say approximately when we would hear back from the professionals on this grant?
I don't have a timeline. Those people, they want to get it done just as quickly as they can because then they get paid. So if they don't get it done, they don't get paid. So believe me, they're doing the best they can as they go. Now, having the experience of working with these groups before as an engineer, it's not something that happens overnight. It takes a lot of work, a lot of coordinating with data, information, FEMA. They all come into play, and that's the reason they're working on it. We just need to allow it. I understand your frustration and wanting to get it done immediately, but it does take a little time. But in a nutshell, we are aware of it. They're working on it right now, and that is probably the best avenue that we have found for the solution for the Interceptor program, because we can qualify for up to 70% grant, which means we only have to pay back 30%. So it's something that would be feasible for the county to do, but we need to let them do their work.
That's good to hear, Judge, that it's being worked on and that you all found a very good, I guess, generous grant, with that 70%
Yes.
coverage.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I want to make a comment or ask a question to Mr. Canales. On that meeting that you all had, Your Honor, I was asked if it was possible that these people had a meeting and to continue with the project, and they could do it immediately without going out on bids, and that the Commissioner's Court has not approved anything yet on that respect, that it could be done without going the bidding process, everything, and it had a timeline to get it done. I said, not that I'm aware of.
I'll address that, Commissioner. Yeah, the Commissioner's Court does not need to approve anything as far as we can tell at this point, at this juncture. It's going to be called, there's a technical term to it, forced labor, whereby the Commissioner does it himself without having to go out for bids. We've discussed this with Maricela, the program director. It's an avenue that any Commissioner can actually take. And that's at this point, that's what we're looking at doing.
But you're looking into going to force account?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because they told me I had the contractor ready to go, we don't have to go to
No, if you would have viewed the video, I think several different agencies put the video on Facebook. If you would have reviewed it, you would have heard me talk at length about that it would have been force account. I would caution you, Commissioner, to not listen to people secondhand information.
They
Hold
asked
on,
me.
Commissioner, let me finish. Because this is going on a lot, and that was actually the reason for that meeting, was because there was a lot of secondhand information that was getting lost in translation, and people were saying one thing, that I had said another thing, and so I felt it best to go to the people themselves and tell them exactly what's going on. And I would suggest if you have questions regarding it, if people ask you about that meeting, sit down a couple of minutes, look at the video, and you'll know exactly what I said, Commissioner.
But I don't have time for this. This is what they asked me.
Well,
Because
it's
I
not that
was in a
long.
restaurant, they had a picture where you were there having a meeting, and that this thing was going on, and it was gonna get ready to wrap up. They don't go out on bed, so I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, there's no really any reason for you to know, because it's not in your precinct, so.
Yeah.
But yes, that's what we're doing, and Commissioner Peña's
I know
very
it's
much
not my
aware, very
precinct,
much
but if I have to
involved.
vote here, I mean.
And as far as dealing with your own precinct, I actually have a meeting scheduled with your foreman this week to help alleviate the flooding issues that you're dealing with. So yeah, we're working on all these issues.
We already took care of that, everything. All we need is you draw up the right of way.
Correct, yeah.
We already took care of everything. So-
Well, obviously not if I have to be involved.
Right, yeah, but
So,
of course, no, we got it.
that's what I'm
Let me-
saying.
Let me tell you something. We took care of the weedy lots or woody lots that we have. We already talked to the people, everything. All you have to do is draw the right of way. And of course, if you're not involved, fine, you don't have to do it.
No, we're working on that. That's why we're scheduled to meet this week, I think on Thursday, and so we can go move forward and get it done.
But, you
So,
know,
yeah.
I know you're there, but, and you can do it if you want to, then we'll get somebody else.
Oh, no, we're all,
I mean,
the
that's
goal
a big
is to
problem.
work and help the community out, Commissioner, and help all our constituents, yours as well, and obviously your constituents are my constituents. So, yeah, we're working towards all these ends,
Yeah,
absolutely.
like I said, because, I mean, we already took care of everything. It's ready. All we need is your paperwork.
Correct.
If you want to do it,
Okay, anything?
And just for the record, yes, I do want to do it.
okay. Hopefully, thank God that it will happen.
Okay, I guess we'll move on to item number 7, and this is to approve the vendors list. Mr. Pettis, is that?
Yes, sir, I believe you've got that in front of you.
Yes, sir.
There's one item on the list, and we recommend that you
Move to approve vendors.
Moved in second. All in fair, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 8 is a quarter report, investment report, Mr. Gonzalez.
You have my report in front of you. There are 2 quarters. Second quarter, just an oversight. We were supposed to have done it a little bit earlier, but to be compliant, I am doing it right now. And then I'll continue with the third quarter. For the record, all Starr County investments are in compliance with the Public Funds Investment Act and the Starr County's investment policy. The total investment portfolio and certificate of deposits at the end of March 31st, 2019 is $2,232,242.44. The overall interest earned for the second quarter is $1,405.73. As per the terms of the depository contract, the county's amount in deposits are properly collateralized in accordance with the pledged securities report from Lone Star National Bank. And again, for the record, this report for the second quarter of fiscal year 2018-2019 is prepared in compliance with the Texas Public Funds Investment Act. Okay, I'm going to move forward to the third quarter investment report. And again, the total investment portfolio and certificate of deposits at the end of June 30th, 2019 is $2,233,617.66. And the overall interest earned for the third quarter is $1,375.21. As per the terms of the depository contract, the county's amount and deposits are properly collateralized in accordance with the pledged securities report from Lone Star Bank. And again, for the record, this report for the third quarter, fiscal year 2018-2019 is prepared in compliance with the Texas Public Funds Investment Act. And we have both quarters reported, Your Honor, Commissioners.
One quick question.
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez. In the second quarter, we had less money invested. We got more
I know.
interest.
You know, I saw that, and the only thing we figured, we get the numbers from online from Lone Star National Bank, but the only thing we could figure out is that it's the amount of days in a month, right? And I think the second quarter has January, think it's 31, February has 28 days, and I think, February, March has also 31 days. And the next quarter, I think we have 2 months that have 30, and then I think the middle one has, I guess, 31 days. So I believe it's that, but I can check closely on that and get back with you.
Also February, probably.
Yeah, 28 days, yes.
Okay, I thought it might be the interest rate, if we're tied to prime plus
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
maybe
But
prime fluctuated.
Yeah, I can find out, but I did notice that, and I figured it was out to the days.
Okay. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yes.
I do the motion.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 9 is to approve an interlocal agreement between the Motor Vehicle Department and County of Starr, and I imagine this is for those computers, Ms. Salina, or something else?
I do the motion.
Okay. Have a motion and a second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 10, Mr. Canales, is that something we can discuss in executive session before we take action on it? Okay. Okay, yeah. What, okay, if it's okay with the court, can we just skip over that one until we come back? The next item is 11, and this is to approve various refunds listed in attachment. I don't have the attachment. Monday?
Why is it, could you come to, why are this all, I never seen so many refunds since I've been here till you have come in,
Okay. First of all, I'm letting the court knows about every refund that I do for transparency reasons. Okay?
Right.
I want the court to know what monies is coming in and also what monies is going out. Now, these refunds are quite a few refunds, but this is adjustments that are being made for the over 65 and homestead exemptions, which, the law passes by your decisions, the court decisions, as to how much the person or the over 65, whichever qualifies.
This list is sent to you by the appraisal district?
No, I make this list. The appraisal district sends me a load of adjustments, and I cannot bring you all the adjustments because there are
Right.
quite a few.
But you get this from the information that's
Yes.
given to you by the...
Believe me, every refund that I make, that the department, my department makes, is based on the adjustments that are made at the appraisal district.
Okay. Then the other thing, and correct me if I'm wrong, it is my understanding that anything under 200, 500, whatever, you don't have to present to the court, is that correct?
Yes,
What's that amount?
500.
500.
500?
$500. under-
So that might be, because I questioned it too, why are we getting so many where we didn't before? It might be that before they weren't presenting them to us, they were just doing them automatically.
Yes.
Because I noticed that all of these are $150, $70, $7,
Yes. They're not very,
Yeah, that might be.
they're not very high amounts, but
That's
the
why-
court
but,
needs to know.
Everything that's under 500 doesn't have to come to the court. When and if you have the adjustment from the appraisal district.
Right.
You have the authority, you don't have to come before the commissioner's court. All you have to do is set them under $500 per account.
Right.
And then
Now,
you have the proper documentation of the appraisal district that they gave you
An adjustment.
adjustment.
Believe me, every refund that is created on my department is based on the adjustments that are made in the
And that's
appraisal
fine. I
district.
mean, that's why as long as you have the-
Otherwise,
but
none of this would have
agree.
happened. Now, if the courts allows me to, to make the decision of giving the refund under 500 without the court's not approval or knowledge, by all means.
So
It's
that-
a,
ma'am,
it's up to the
You have
court.
that authority, we don't have to give you. You have that authority, that's a law, that you.
Yes,
you
I
have-
know.
You have the right, with no questions asked, once you have your proper documentation from the appraisal district, you can refund up to $500 per account.
Yeah, and,
Because,
yeah,
you know-
you do not need, as the commissioner said, you don't need our approval,
Okay.
you can do it on your own. However, I would like to see, for budgeting and stuff like that,
Yes.
if you would, I'm not asking, I can't
No,
tell you
no,
what to do,
I am
but
more than happy to give you the
anything,
information.
anything over $200 maybe present to us. Anything under 200, I mean, it's not gonna make us or break us.
Okay.
So that way, we don't have
And like I
this
said,
many.
because, I've never seen so many.
I know, but they're not very,
Well, I understand, but
very
that's
large
why
amounts.
I like to know, and now you gave me an answer, which is fine.
I
But
do
say,
it for transparency reasons.
But you don't have, you have that authority.
I know I do. I know I do. But with all due respect, I want to give you the correct information.
I
And
think you just send
I want to
the-
make you
send the-
aware.
Especially the judge,
Yes.
on those adjustments.
Yeah,
on
send
the
me
budget, we
the
don't-
list.
mean,
I would like to see it.
Okay, if from now on, it will be the way you decided to.
Nomás no
Okay.
te bañes.
Mande.
No te bañes, va de diablo.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the refunds?
I did second,
Moved in second, all in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Alina.
Thank you.
Item 12 is to accept a donation from Mr. Francisco Torres for Precinct 4 Nutrition. Moved in second to approve. All in favor, please say aye. 13 is the same, it's a donation in the amount of $370. Moved in second, all in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And item 14 is also a donation in the amount of $500 to the nutrition program. Moved and second to approve. All in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Items 15 through 20 are budget amendments. Mr. Pettis, are they in order?
Yes, all those are within their departments.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion. All in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 21 through 24 are budget corrections.
Those are moved, Your Honor.
I have a motion to second to approve. All in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And it is 10:55, and pursuant to section 551.074, we will go into executive session to discuss order of salaries. Open session under item 10, this is a refund on parcel number 95147. I'll entertain a motion to table this. Moved and second to table. All in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And under order of salaries, is there a motion to approve? Moved and second to approve as presented. All in favor, please say aye. Motion carries. Is there a motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor, please say aye. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.